Man, it's good to meet you. Here's the news now.
Good morning.
I am on the bed with my biggest guest ever. God, he is absolutely massive, and every inch of him in proportion. And not even 30, and he's already written his autobiography, and it's completely brilliant, I can tell you, because I read it actually the other day in bed. And I held the photo from the front cover over me. And then I cried a bit, Lennox.
Did you?
Yes, it's Lennox Lewis. Writing your book, you're quite young to sort of do an autobiography. What sort of things did you want to put in it? Because there's an awful lot of boxing in it, and actually you're not very revealing about other things, are you?
No, not really. I think the public doesn't know too much about Lennox Lewis, and the book really reveals a lot about his, especially his boxing.
About his boxing.
And about his background, a little bit about his background. Can't get too personal, but, you know, I think it tells enough.
Are you always quite cautious about things? You always strike me as being careful.
Yeah, pretty careful. I try to be. You know, my mother brought me up well, so I try and be a good boy.
Now, how good are you?
Good, really good.
Are you?
Yeah.
But is that because your mum does keep such a close eye on you? She does, doesn't she?
Not necessarily. I think it's the fact that she just, you know, she's a good mother to me. She brought me up as well as she could. And after a while, you just need to grow up yourself.
But it must be very hard with Violet sort of checking everyone out for you to have girlfriends and things.
No, she's not that bad. It's not like that.
She is that bad?
No, it's not like that. She lets me live my own life.
Does she?
Yes.
I thought she did all your laundry.
No, she just makes sure...
And scrubs your gum shield and fixes your waistbands.
No, she makes sure that, let's see, if I go out, that my tie is straight or something. You know, she'll say something, if it's not straight, whatever.
Now, you go out quite a lot, don't you?
No.
Do you not?
No, not really.
I'm often seeing you out with loads of really handsome friends, and you're always going, oh! Like that. You are. I've seen you loads of times in nightclubs going, bibber.
No, not me, not me. I'm more of the quiet type.
Are you?
Sit back in the corner and watch everybody.
Okay. When you came to England from Canada, I mean, was that when you were young, was that a huge culture shock?
No, not really, because of the fact that I was born in East London, and I left when I was 12, and you could say Canada's like a second home to me because it helped bring me up. And deciding to turn professional, decided to come back to England. I'd rather have an entire country behind me, and it's like I'm coming back for what's rightfully mine.
Do you think that you would have been world champion, though, if you'd have stayed in Britain the whole time?
You know, it's hard to say, but I doubt it. I really doubt it. I think I would be doing something else, probably a soccer star.
Why, though?
Huh?
Why do you think you'd do something else?
You know, different environments, you know, lead you to different things. So I would say with that environment over there just led me to boxing.
What was it that made you first realise, though, that you were going to be such a great boxer?
I think it's after winning the World Junior Championships in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, and realizing...
That was quite a mouthful.
It was. You know, beating the Russians, beating the Cubans, and beating the Americans, that was like a great thrill for me. And I said, if I can beat these countries, you know, imagine to see how far I can get in the sport.
But what was the first time you really smacked someone?
I think it was at the age of 3.
Really?
Yeah. This other kid probably stole my candy or something.
But you get quite angry, don't you?
No, not really. I'm the silent, violent type.
How thrilling. Do you think, I mean, lots of people now, I think, when they watch the boxing, they suspect it's a lot of theatrical stuff, isn't it? Or is it? I mean, do you ever feel tempted to kind of throw a few extra shapes just to keep people happy in the audience?
Sometimes you have to, but, you know, I try and base, especially me, around realism. You know, everything I do is reality.
So you've never, I mean, you don't have people in sort of overcoats asking you to just fall down and they'll give you a bit of extra cash?
No, it's not like that. I think this sport is so much built on ego and business and politics that it's important for you to win each fight. You go in there, you have to make sure you do 110%.
Now, you've got a fantastic manager, so you must have so much money now. How much money do you have?
I've got a couple, Bob.
Like, but how many millions?
Millions.
Yeah, you've got millions, haven't you, Lennox?
No, not really.
Well,
okay, little millions.
right, you've got a few millions. So what makes you want to fight again? Why don't you just stay at home in Haywards Heath?
I would say...
With your ghetto blaster and all those friends of yours. All those really good-looking friends of yours.
On my pool table, don't forget my pool table. I would say ego. You know, Lennox Lewis is on a mission, and the mission isn't complete yet.
So what's the mission?
Just to become undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. There you go.
But that means that they'll have to tie up all the different championships, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or will you just have to keep running around like a headless chicken beating everyone?
No, right now I feel good because I'm the only undisputed, well, the only undefeated heavyweight out there, and all the other heavyweights have gotten beaten, or they've gotten beaten one time. And it feels good because basically I'm at the top to a certain degree, and there's Evander Holyfield out there, which is on the top, and there's only one fight out there for him, and that's Lennox Lewis.
How many other champions are there?
Well, there's Evander Holyfield and Michael Bent.
Yeah, he's a sort of surprise, isn't he?
Yeah, he did a good job.
I know. Why is it that boxers seem to find it so hard to retire, though? Because you'd think they'd be glad to stop, you know, doing it.
You know,
They seem to always come back again and
I've
again.
always asked myself that question. What is it that makes boxers go on? You know, you look at Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali, or all those other boxers that went on. And I think it was a fact of ego. You know, you just build up so much ego in the sport.
Do you ever worry that somebody might hit your face?
Funny thing enough, I hate getting hit.
Do you?
Yeah, I think that's what makes me a good boxer, the fact that that people are trying to hit me and I'm trying to save myself and hit them back.
Who was it that you fought that just kept running away from you round the who was that sensible man that just kept running away from you the whole time?
That was Melvin Epps. That was this guy from Melvin Epps. He came over from America and he was supposed to have a big fight. Don King was there, so I wanted to impress everybody. And he wouldn't let me hit him. He just kept on running around. And then finally, when I held him, I had to hold him against the ropes and hit him. And then after the referee stepped in and I was walking away, he was trying to hit me in the back of the head.
And who's to say boxers are stupid? Well, it's been really fantastic to be on the bed with you. I think your book is really good. I think there could have been a little bit more about girlfriends. I noticed there was very little, apart from all that stuff about Marcia. So are you and Marcia an item or an off item at the moment?
We're off item at the moment.
Good. Glad to hear it. It's been brilliant to be with you. And now it's time to go over to the news and weather. Look at this. Look at them. Oh.